Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an alien activity video on the Stallion Range Incident. If you enjoy, but before I get into it though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the Devo Poland Chronicles. I've got 2 of them done now. I'm working on the 3rd one. It's set in the future, science fiction, space warfare type thing. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. Hope you get it. Hope you like it. God bless you all. All right, the Stallion Range Incident. Stallion Range is a top-secret radar facility located in the northern section of White Sands Test Range in New Mexico. It is the entrance to the Trinity site, where the first atomic bomb was detonated. Stallion Range is located 18 miles east of Socorro, New Mexico. Check out my video on Lonnie Zamora. That incident happened right here in this area. In August of 1982, a UFO reportedly landed near the outer buildings of the radar site at Stallion Range. This happened during daylight hours and was witnessed by 2 radar technicians and later on 2 Air Force military police. They're called security policemen. It was witnessed by these guys. They had been sent to repair. The technicians had been sent to repair some equipment. They immediately notified their command center. The command center confirmed that they had been tracking the UFO until it had landed. Now, at that time, this facility was top secret. We know about it now, but at the time, it was top secret, okay, because of the work they were doing. And I'm not going to go into that because it'll take forever. But the point being, they were trying to help keep our secure facilities secret from, it was during the Cold War. So, you know. Anyway, the bottom section of the UFO, when it landed, the bottom section of it opened, and 2 beings came out of it. According to the technicians, the beings were thin, about 4 feet tall, and wore helmets with long tubes connected to a tank on their back. They were humanoids. The creatures moved their arms, apparently trying to communicate with the technicians. The techs tried to speak to them, but the creatures didn't seem to understand English or Spanish. One of the creatures produced a cylinder and tried to give it to the techs, but they refused, fearing that it might be dangerous. Then the creatures motioned, trying to get the technicians into their craft. Instead, the techs radioed for help, and 2 United States Air Force MPs, they're called SPs in the Air Force, they arrived. Both SPs were armed with .38 revolvers and M16 rifles. The SPs challenged the creatures to put their hands in the air and stay still. That's what they do. They're security people. But the creatures didn't seem to understand them. One of the creatures tried to grab one of the security police by the arm, and the SP pulled away. And this scared the creature. And rightfully so. I mean, who wouldn't be scared on both sides at that point? One of the SPs pointed his rifle at the creatures and used it to motion to them to come with him. But the creatures did not understand. So the 2 creatures turned and returned to their craft. They lifted off and flew away to the southwest, leaving the cylinder on the ground. The OSI sent agents to interview the technicians, and the SPs, they sent EOD personnel to get the canister. They found it to be radioactive, so they treated it as hostile. They x-rayed the device, but the canister resisted the x-rays. They had a little portable x-ray thing, and they couldn't get anything out of it. The radiation was very minor. The EOD fired a small explosive charge into the canister to detonate it. They feared it might be a bomb. And shooting an explosive charge into it was SOP for the EOD is explosive ordnance disposal. That was standard operating procedure for them, SOP. The canister resisted the charge. Whatever it was made of, they couldn't get into it. The canister was taken to Los Alamos National Laboratories. The device was made of an unknown material, but contained a crystal within. You could look into it, it had a window-like area, and you could look in and see the crystal. It weighed 2.5 pounds and was 40 centimeters long. When people spoke around the canister, the crystal glowed. The Los Alamos personnel reasoned that it was probably some kind of a translator or a recording device. The man who outed this story was the OSI agent who investigated the incident and wrote the report. So he was very familiar with it. He actually spoke to the people on the site, the techs and the security people. Now, what I find interesting about this is this guy, he had to wait until he got out of the Air Force, and I'm sure he had to sign some sort of a security paper saying he wouldn't disclose anything. But you have more and more, you have people who sign those papers coming forward. Now, I would like to say there's tons of physical evidence about this because they have the cylinder. But the cylinder's locked away and ain't nobody seeing that anytime soon. I'm just saying. We have this guy's official report. So there's documentation. I did this particular story because I went into the Air Force in 1985. And this is only 3 years prior to that. And so I'm from New Mexico. So that really kind of struck a chord with me. So if anybody else has any more information or any different information, or maybe I got something wrong, put it in the comments, please, because I would love to read it. I'm sure we all would. If anybody else knows anything else about it, please speak up. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all.